Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen Wynia, and I'm your spiritual intuitive and reset your vibe energy coach, and I am the creator of Crystallize Your Vision. It's an intuition-based program for intuitive healing, manifestation, specifically designed to help you energize your intuition and bring more clarity, confidence, and creativity. And in today's video, I'm going to touch on a small peek into Crystallize Your Vision to help you absolutely move your energies, get unstuck, learn to trust your intuition more, and so much more. So stay tuned here. And definitely, if you haven't joined our community, subscribe down below. Love to have you. Let's get into it. So we're going to cover today, I have 4 steps or 4 ways that can really help you move and clear. So what is move and clear? Well, moving and clearing, that's a big part of our program within the 5-point star system that we draw upon. And why I bring this up is just started a new client today in the program, and she's already quite super intuitive. But there's many other areas in her world that she's wanting to build greater confidence in, kind of raising that self-esteem, bringing her business into her life more, doing really on track what she loves, being her authentic, shining self, and becoming more of an intuitive reader. So, although she's absolutely equipped with this information is locked in her body, it's in her knowledge, but there's trauma that's been rooted in her body after her entire life of years, decades and decades of going through experiences that still kept her sort of in that whole backstage. So if you want to move your energy so that you can tap into your authentic gifts, so you can really trust yourself and move forward, so that you can connect with loved ones on the other side, recognize signs all around you, make big decisions, become a powerful attractor, like within your energy field, and have some simple, powerful tools that are equipped to bring you forward no matter what vibration you're feeling. And this all came up because there's a lot of heavies on the planet right now. We can't move into the new veil. We can't release our veil. We can't take our snake skin and shed it, right, inside of these heavy bodies. So we are going to talk about 4 ways to move your energy. You can consider these as 4 primary energies to help you clear and receive. Clear, I just explained, like we got to get the stuff off of us, but we want to open up our channel so that we can receive our blessings. We can open up our hearts. We can tap into our intuitive nature that's already in you and build that confidence from the inside out, right? Forego that self-doubt. Why do I know this? It's been my life. I have literally doubted myself and lived through low self-esteem, and I know I'm speaking to somebody here today who has actually felt this as well. There's something inside of you that's held you back. So if you can integrate these 4 energy movements into your life, you don't have to do them all, but like tap into some of them. So let me start with a few to give you some tips. The 4 energy movements that we're talking about, moving your energies or stages of movement, is literally like physically move, mentally move, emotionally move, and spiritually move. So, sounds straightforward? Are you doing it? That's the key, guys. That's the key. So let's start with the first one, physically move. That is exactly what it sounds like. For every single person, it's going to be very different. For myself, it's moving, it's yoga, it's hiking, it's getting my heart rate up, it's walking, can be lifting weights. It's really working with your body system, that structure that you have, your heart. So it is fitness, it is yoga. It could be dancing for you. It could be gardening. You want to use your body. There's this new movie out called, I think it's called Blue Zone, if I got the title right. And this is where centenarians, people who live beyond 100, are actually being documented. It's a little documentary that's on Netflix, and it talks about what the humans are doing to live over 100. And a big part of, or one of the majors as to why they're over 100, besides social connection and, all of these kind of beautiful things. It's moving the body. So they literally move the body. And they were talking about making dough and moving the body, talking about gardening. They're carrying things. And they are like 100, they're like even the 70s, and they look completely decades younger. So when you move your body, you get that energy going. It also does a lot of good things for you. So let's cover a few things here. There's cleansing, nutritionally, supplementation, and cleansing. So another way of moving the body physically is actually clearing out your system. So you may want to go in a little fast or a little cleanse, right? In addition to movement. You may want to take your body for therapy. That is one of the most amazing ways. And this actually, therapy like body work, energy healing, even chiropractic, Jinshido body mind acupressure. There's all types of Qigong, there's quantum energy healing, there's chiropractic. Everything is designed to help you calm your nervous system, help you relax your body, get the blood flowing, calm your nervous system. I've said that I think twice now, but it's so important these days. So think of some of those things. Breath work is my number one go-to. I am a breathwork facilitator for over 20 years. I have been working with individuals and in groups as a rebirther breath worker. I also join into other ones. So this can be a little tip here for you. I'll give you one little example of moving, so I don't have to do a whole class of yoga in front of you here. You can Google that. But breathing into your heart, the rebirthing breath is like this. It's like breathing in from your belly up to your heart. Okay, so from one energy system up to here, and kind of a cycle. So you're like breathing in through your mouth and you're exhaling through your mouth. And this is to activate your system so that you can really get the energy going. And if there's trauma stuck in your body, you'll get it moving. So it can be like this. Eyes closed, lay down or sitting up. I do it in the morning before I get up. 10 minutes even, 5 minutes, 1 minute. Start there and then take some basking time. And we can get into it more. If you want to connect, hit one of the links down below. It'll take you to my website, ColleenWynia.com, and you can write me. I can send you over a booking link and we can get on a initial consultation to find what the right solution is for you moving forward. And maybe our program and maybe some one-to-one time with me, dance, all of that great stuff. So consider adding physical movement, bringing it up a notch or two, and really getting that energy going. It's going to help you with your emotion. One of my clients, I remember, she actually was hiking a mountain, and it was just like building, and then she needed to sort of go over to the side because she had this emotion moving, right? So there's a lot of things that working with the body can help you moving, and your body's going to know what to do. It's divine. It's divine. It's divine. It's divine, you guys. It's divine. Okay. So that's number one. Number one is moving physically. The other one we are going to move into is mentally move. I'll give you just a few little tips. I'm going to give you a few little ideas, but I'll explain a couple of them. So number one is brain dump. Brain dump. That's when your brain is loaded up. That happened to me just earlier today. And I was like, wow, there's so much going on there about what could do, this, that, should I this, should I that, do it this way, right? Oh, got to check mark that. And there's a lot of ways you can just grab a piece of paper, grab your phone, and make a list of all the things on your mind and just brain dump. Just get it out. Just get it out. Once it's out, once it's on paper, once it's in your phone, you can do it other way. It'll get out of your system. And then you can start to look at it from a more objective point of view as to what is the 1, 2, or 3 things that you're going to do. Not all 100 of them. Okay? So brain dumping. Gratitude list. You guys have heard about this, but literally grabbing your notes, grabbing your journal, grabbing your pen, and making a list of the smallest or the biggest things that you're absolutely grateful for. I put this inside our group, and one of the members, she said, the mornings in Vancouver, British Columbia, we turned our clocks back. We fall back in the fall. We just did that, so we gain an extra hour of sleep. That means it's brighter in the mornings. It gets darker sooner. So she loved that it gets brighter in the mornings. I'm not so happy that it gets darker sooner in the afternoon, because that's my time, my jam, right? So us humans all have our certain jams, right? I'm sure you can relate to that. Reread your 90-day Crystallize Your Vision letter inside the program. I get people to write themselves a little letter or something that really is their dreams in the next 90 days and what it is that they're working towards. You want to be celebrating yourself. You want to remind yourself. Something I love is I have a celebration jar. Okay, I have a celebration jar. It's actually just right there. I should have brought it over. And it is a jar where you can literally put notes in every time something for you to celebrate that you can accomplish. And it could be little, like you did a first live or you did your first YouTube video, this type of thing. Or you literally had a new client that came in out of the blue, right? Excuse me. And so you never know where this is going to come from, but you want to count all your little wins so that you can kind of build up your confidence and your appreciation of yourself, right? You have the gratitude for you. I want you to bring in the gratitude to your heart. We really need this right now at these heavy times on the planet. What else? Listening to podcasts and YouTubes. You can really bring in more crystal clarity and focus when you allow new information to come in that has you kind of sparking. And just look for the signs and the golden nuggets. Look for the signals. Look for, the numbers that pop up that let you know you're actually on track, right? The 1111s, the 222s, the 444s, right? This type of thing. There's a lot of signs showing you that you are on track. And so please stay on track and let yourself fall and collapse and then pick yourself back up again, right? You're just in a moment in time. Emotionally move. Emotionally move. This is the third way of moving your energy. And emotionally moving your energy is like really clearing to get your emotion unstuck. This is a big one. This is one of the first places actually I work with clients, because if there's a heaviness on your heart, you've been through grief, you've been through turmoil, you've really been revisiting childhood wounds, there's something there for you, then it's really key that to move your energy, you can't get feeling great. It's just like, maybe you can. For me and for a lot of my clients, we have to meet ourselves. For too long, too many centuries, we've been told not to. We've been told to be seen but not heard, right? That strong men, strong women, you kind of suck it up. That's old, right? So allow the emotion to come. So you can do that through breath work, like I just showed you. You can do that through moving your body, actually, going back into that. The crossover you see. Shaking, dancing, visualizing. There's so many ways where you can kind of bring back into what's going on for you. Quantum energy healing, moving into energy work, can allow you to kind of really get unstuck. And when you work with someone who's an energy worker, you're talking about moving the breath anyways in the body work. There's just so many facets that as you're diving into areas that you can get yourself unstuck, talking about it. Sometimes you just need someone to air it out, right? That's where you've got your mentor, your coach. This is where I come in. This is where even a good friend that you have in your life. This is really, really helpful for you to be moving that. And there's other types of freedom techniques, like emotional freedom technique, where there's tapping involved to kind of rechange things. And as you're resetting your, your neuro-linguistic understanding of things, your consciousness, it's interesting because your emotion will come up in many and all of these different ways. I know that when I think of loved ones who've transitioned and they just suddenly appear and show me themselves, this is what many people come to me for, is to help them understand the spiritual signs that they're having from their loved ones or from signs all around them. How do I interpret this? How do I make sense of what it means to me? I'm starting to recognize this. How do I be safe in this? There's just many types of avenues where in these techniques your emotion's going to move through, right? Christmas is coming, so be aware of the beloveds that are with you and maybe not with you so much anymore. Okay, so emotionally is really, really important, and I want you to take steps to move your body. You can also get it out through crying, laughing. It's funny because laughter actually can turn out, if you it can start to come out when I do rebirthing with clients. You literally can start with, you can be angry, you could be in pain, you could be upset, and next thing you know, you're actually laughing because it's all just, you've shifted the energy so much, right? Energy's got to be moving in motion, right? So it doesn't matter what you feel. I embrace you and don't judge you, but allow yourself not to keep it inside, right? Especially if someone's hurt you, feels like they've hurt you, and you're trying to understand it. I get it. And there's a role you played. You co-created it. However, in the actual moment, you want to let the emotion flow. Okay? So I'm very much about letting it out, right? So you can allow yourself kicking to move emotionally, to move energy. You could be kicking snow up. Okay? You can like literally kick the snow, let the anger out, let the frustration out. You could grab a pillow. You could grab a pillow and hold it up to your mouth, and you could scream into that pillow. This is a big, big, big one. And let it come through the belly, right through the gut. And so spiritually itself is, that in itself is many ways where you can choose what's true for you. I know in my world, I work with many, many people who have different faiths and different denominations, but I want you to walk your own spiritual path. So I'm not going to talk to you about spiritual moving today, because that is precious to you, and that is what you're discovering. If you've come in with a Christian background and you're feeling like not fully like able to kind of walk that line anymore with what you were taught, the way you were taught to believe and to understand about the world, about, you know, sin, or about just different things, about blame, like, I want you to really know that your heart's essence has the answers. You've always known, you've always been there. I just want you to part your energies, get your energies going, your energies flowing by allowing movement in just some of the ways I talked about. In the program, we dive into things more deeper. That's in Crystallize Your Vision. So if you're interested in finding out more about Crystallize Your Vision, that could help you. If you're a fellow woman who is really diving deeper in her business, I work with emerging spiritual leaders, entrepreneurs, coaches, therapists, even people who are already really, really tapped in intuitively, but you're kind of stuck in somewhere in your life, right? We've got to find a team, a mentor, a group, because right now, up until now, there's just so many of us who've done things alone, and it can feel so lonely. It does feel lonely. And inside your body is you. And so although you are connected to the whole, it still can feel very, very lonely. I get it. So when you join with others, you not only get the support from others, you really get like this place where you can be seen. And when you can be seen and be heard, you can release what's been inside. You can grow your confidence, and you can literally like take those steps collaboratively in co-creation. So I want to leave you with that opportunity to reach out to me and apply. If you want more, down below, there's a link there that says apply, connect to for interest in Crystallize Your Vision. All right. And if you go there, you'll be able to connect with me or through my website, ColleenWynia.com, and come and join in. Find out a little bit more about it. I can send you some information, and we can consider working together. So if you've been sitting on the fence, this may be the right time for you, so that you can bring in more manifest of what you want. All right, so if that sounds really, really good, love to meet you. If you haven't already subscribed, please join the community. It helps the channel grow and helps me reach more people who need to hear these messages. And I hope that these 4 primary energies of movement, or 4 stages of movement can help you integrate this into your life, so that you have a little bit more tools to tap into, and know that you're not all alone. We're doing this together, loves. I love you. I'm excited for you, and I'm glad you're here. Mwah. So much love to you. My heart to yours.